Emily stumbled upon the dusty painting in her grandmother's attic, tucked behind boxes of forgotten trinkets. The painting depicted a serene countryside with a cobblestone bridge and a lone traveler holding a lantern. She felt an odd chill as she pulled it into the light, the traveler's eyes seeming to follow her every move. Ignoring the eerie sensation, Emily brought the painting to her room and hung it on the wall. That night, as the clock struck midnight, a faint whisper jolted her awake. "Help me," a voice murmured, sending shivers down her spine. Confused and terrified, Emily scanned the room but found no one. The whisper grew louder, and her gaze fell on the painting. The traveler in the painting was moving, his lantern swinging gently. "You can hear me," he said, his voice trembling with relief. Emily gasped, stepping back from the painting in disbelief. "Who are you?" she managed to stammer. "I'm Nicholas, trapped in this cursed painting for a century," he replied. Nicholas explained how he had angered a powerful sorcerer long ago. The sorcerer cursed him to roam eternally within the painting. "Only someone with a pure heart can break the spell," Nicholas added. Emily felt a mix of fear and pity for the trapped man. "How can I help you?" she asked, her voice shaky. "You must journey into the painting and retrieve the sorcerer's pendant," Nicholas instructed. Emily hesitated, unsure if she could trust him. The traveler's pleading eyes melted her doubts, and she nodded. The lantern in the painting began to glow brighter. "Touch the lantern," Nicholas urged. Emily reached out, and her fingers sank into the canvas like water. A sudden force pulled her in, and she found herself standing on the cobblestone bridge. The world around her was vivid yet surreal, colors brighter than reality. Nicholas stood before her, his lantern illuminating the misty surroundings. "Follow me," he said, leading her down a winding path. Strange sounds echoed in the distance, making Emily clutch her jacket tightly. They passed by a village, but the houses were empty and eerie. "The sorcerer's tower lies beyond the dark forest," Nicholas explained. Emily's heart raced as they entered the forest, shadows dancing ominously. Suddenly, a growl emerged from the bushes, and glowing eyes appeared. A pack of wolves, their fur shimmering like silver, circled them. Nicholas swung his lantern, creating a barrier of light. "Run!" he shouted, and they dashed through the forest. The wolves chased them, but the lantern's glow kept them at bay. They reached a clearing, the tower looming in the distance. "That's it," Nicholas said, pointing to the ominous structure. The tower was surrounded by thorny vines that seemed alive. Emily hesitated, but Nicholas encouraged her. "Only you can do this," he said, his voice filled with hope. Emily took a deep breath and stepped forward. The vines hissed and writhed as she approached. Summoning her courage, she pressed onward, dodging the attacking vines. She reached the tower's door and pushed it open with all her strength. Inside, the air was cold and the walls glowed faintly. A spiral staircase led to the top, where the pendant supposedly lay. Emily climbed the steps, her footsteps echoing eerily. At the top, she found a pedestal with the pendant, glowing green. As she reached for it, a shadowy figure appeared. "You dare disturb my sanctuary," the sorcerer growled. Emily froze, but Nicholas's voice echoed in her mind. "You have the power to break the curse," he had said. Summoning her courage, Emily grabbed the pendant. The sorcerer lunged at her, but a burst of light erupted from the pendant. The sorcerer screamed as he dissolved into the light. The tower began to shake, cracks forming in the walls. Emily ran down the staircase, clutching the pendant tightly. Nicholas was waiting at the base of the tower. "You did it," he exclaimed, his face filled with gratitude. The pendant's light enveloped him, breaking the curse. The world around them began to fade as the painting's spell lifted. Emily found herself back in her room, holding the now normal painting. Nicholas was gone, but she felt a warm presence linger. The painting no longer moved, and the traveler was no longer there. Days later, Emily visited the attic again, searching for answers. She found an old diary belonging to her great-grandmother. The diary revealed her great-grandmother had also encountered the cursed painting. It had been passed down through generations, waiting for someone to break the curse. Emily smiled, realizing she had fulfilled a family destiny. The painting became a treasured keepsake, a reminder of her adventure. Nicholas's story inspired her to study art history and uncover more mysteries. She visited museums and galleries, looking for other enchanted pieces. Emily's life changed forever, filled with adventure and purpose. One day, she noticed a faint glow in another painting. Her heart raced, wondering if another story awaited her. She decided to touch the painting, ready for the unknown. As her fingers brushed the canvas, a familiar pull engulfed her. Emily smiled, knowing her journey was far from over. This time, she was prepared for whatever lay ahead. The world needed people like her to uncover hidden stories. She vowed to help others trapped by forgotten curses. Emily's bravery became legendary in her small town. Children gathered around her to hear tales of her adventures. Her story became an inspiration to follow one's courage. The attic became her favorite place, a treasure trove of possibilities. She learned that even ordinary objects could hold extraordinary secrets. Emily's journey taught her the value of curiosity and kindness. Nicholas's memory stayed with her, a guiding light in her life. She often wondered if he was happy wherever he was. Her friends began joining her in exploring old artifacts. Together, they uncovered more mysteries and solved ancient puzzles. Emily knew she was destined for a life filled with magic and discovery. The painting became a symbol of hope and courage for her. She realized the world was full of hidden wonders waiting to be found. Each day was a new opportunity to explore the unknown. Emily's story reminded everyone that bravery could change lives. She became a guardian of forgotten stories, ensuring they lived on. And so, her legacy continued, inspiring countless others to embrace the magic of life.